I'm in Salad and I saw Empire State. It is directed by Dito Montiel. And spoiler, The Rock's in it, but also Liam Hemsworth. Chris Hemsworth's brother is in this. And throughout the movie, you can tell they look very, very similar and that they are, in fact, brothers. So if you haven't seen this movie, I will spoil it for you. The movie starts, we are seeing a Chris, which is played by Liam Hemsworth. He got fired from a job, and now he has to get another job, and he does get another job at this, security system thing. He's a security guard for this, what is it called? When they have a bunch of money, but they're not a bank. But they're called Empire. They have a bunch of money. They don't even unload the money truck, and they don't count how much money is in. They don't count how much money they get. They leave the money in the money truck. They leave promptly at 8 p.m. sharp. Like the other employees, there's a couple other employees, and the safe has a little padlock, but then it's only being guarded by a dog. It's a German Shepherd, which goes to sleep at night. However, there's this padlock, which is literally the code is 1234. And I'm just thinking, wow, this is the worst security place ever. Whatever they have coming towards them, they have coming for them. Because the security is abysmal in this facility. And of course we have good old pal Chris gets a partner. His partner dies, unfortunately. We learn a little bit about the partner. He has a family. And so it feels a little bit when he dies. And so I totally understand Chris's desire to steal money from this facility because apparently, there's 25 million in a small room with the German Shepherd just living in that room. And I'm just like, oh boy. Neglecting a German Shepherd? Where's people, okay? First of all, I find that to have a nice German Shepherd companion, you gotta expose them to a lot of people pretty early on. I understand that this is your security system, and so you want this German Shepherd to be very protective of its environment because German Shepherds are very protective. By the way, my qualifications is I've had a German Shepherd, and I've had to train a German Shepherd, and so in order to train a German Shepherd, I had to read about German Shepherds to understand them more, and they are very protective. And if they are not exposed to people, when they're puppies, they become aggressive. And the older they are being exposed to people, the harder it is for the dog not to be aggressive. And so you have an aggressive dog, which is, I'm sad because I like dogs. I like German Shepherds, especially when they are not aggressive. And in fact, love people because I had a German Shepherd that just went up to people, would jump on me if it came to me, jump on a bunch of people. It kind of tamed down. It got arthritis when it was 2, so that's the downfall of German Shepherds, is that because of a lot of inbreeding, there's a lot of diseases, especially hip diseases, and so this German Shepherd is no longer jumping on people, man. But the German Shepherd just goes up to people, is like, hello, I am dog. Give me pets. German Shepherds, dogs in general, I feel are just so much easier to read than people. Leave a comment if you agree with me. But Empire State, man, has a dog, and I want to pet it, okay? I also like the dog more than the people because we have big old brain. Chris steals a bag of money, tells his friend, which is quite unfortunate because the friend likes to speak a very loud mouth and he can't keep his mouth shut. And I'm like, man, you are stupid, man. Very, very dumb. Like, I don't like him. This dude, loudmouth, his name is Eddie, by the way. So we have Chris and Eddie. Chris gives some money to his partner's widow, which is nice. I like how he did that. It gives me more faith. That's the word. Faith in his character. I appreciate that. I don't appreciate Eddie being like, oh, come on, let's go. We can make it. Life sucks, man. Blah, blah, blah. And I just think that Eddie is terrible. Cannot keep his mouth shut. He talks to a couple of dudes who are involved with a cocaine dealer. And Eddie tells them about the heist. But you know what happens? Well, Chris doesn't want to be involved with the heist. And so Eddie is like, well, I'm gonna go through with it. I'm gonna break in through the ceiling. Very loud, by the way. Of course, we have Chris is alerted. We have a person who calls him. Chris says it's okay, everything's fine. Mistake number 1, Chris should have been like, hey, there's a dude guy here to steal some money. And then police cops come. And you know what? Arrest Eddie. I don't like Eddie. I know you guys are childhood friends, so of course, you gotta be like, it's fine. Dude, chill, come on. Mistake number 2. Unlocking the gate. The first gate, security gate for him. Because you know where the keys are. Great. Mistake number 3. Opening the facility, the actual gates where the dog lives. All the way up. So there's some sort of alarm being notified to the police as we speak, because it's been established. I like how it has been established already, though. Mistake number 4. Eddie sees this under-socialized German Shepherd, aggressive, and Eddie shoots. I think the dog at this point is dead. Because I think the dog is dead, I hate Eddie at this point. Eddie deserves to be in jail. Eddie is not smart. Okay? Was that mistake number 4? Or 5? Whatever number it was. Then the next mistake is when we have Chris. It's like, hey, there's a camera right there. Eddie is like, oh, I'm gonna immediately stare at it like I've been notified and attack it. Instead of being like all cool and coy, like, oh, there's a camera next to me. You know what I would do in this situation? First of all, not go through the ceiling at all. I don't think I would even attempt this because I don't want to go to jail. But if I did all of these things, if I was Eddie right now, I wouldn't know what I would do if I was notified of a camera. Oh, I guess I'm on camera. Well, time to go, casually, just, you know, make sure that I'm not being obvious about looking at this camera. I'll look at the camera. I go down, look down. I get out of the camera's frame. I don't know what the radius is, so I go to behind the camera, and I hit it then. So, you know, nothing is on screen of what happens of me bashing the camera, man. That was so stupid. And of course, The Rock's the police officer. Being very big brain, he's like, hey, these are the culprits. We know who you are. We got Eddie. And we got the rest of the people too. The rest of the cops are called. It's quite unfortunate. Because, first of all, I like how there's even one attempt at a burgle, and it's somebody else trying to raid them before Eddie does the ceiling thing, because there's higher security now. That's why. How unfortunate, because Eddie is dumb, and unfortunately, there is footage of Eddie bashing the cameras and of Eddie talking to somebody. And, of course, just so happens that this dude the security guy is working at night. He's the only one there. Because everyone leaves at 8 o'clock sharp. And everyone being the cops, like, you definitely seem suspicious, dude. You've been knocked unconscious. And 11 million was stolen. So 8 million of it goes to cocaine dealers. Which does a murder, shoot. And then the other 3 million goes to Chris. Chris doesn't want it. Of course, not all the money is recovered. But all of them are arrested, including Chris's father, which he shouldn't be arrested because, man, I feel like he was not necessarily part of it, part of the scheme. He's just like a dude who's unfortunately caught in the wave, the crime wave, and of course he's arrested. And this is based on a true story. Everyone's arrested in the end. Eddie gets shot. Good, gratefully. Oh, thank goodness. Man, you probably can tell that I'm not the biggest fan of Eddie. And even though we have Chris's characters a little bit smarter, he's not smart enough to not say things to Eddie. Okay? And at this negotiation table with the cocaine dealers to get $8 million worth of cocaine, Eddie is surprisingly quiet. And there's a couple of shootings, murder, death, kills as well. It happens. Especially if you think you got people snitching. Snitches get stitches. More like snitches get wounds. Snitches gets bullets in their brains and skulls and no more gold doubloons. I don't know what that was. That was fun. This movie, I hate Eddie. And I like that I hate Eddie. I like how I feel some emotions and wow, that's Eddie screaming right now. And I'm like, I don't want Eddie to be screaming behind me, but he is. Man, Eddie is a one. He's a person, man. Eddie, he's either really dumb, he's dumb, stupid, or dumb, or crazy, man. I don't get it. You know, I like Chris. He's dumb. Everyone else, really dumb. The only kind of smart person in this movie is The Rock's character, which is a detective. And he figures out stuff. He's like, oh wow, I see connections. Turns, like, it's really easy to tell that it's so obvious that Chris is involved somehow. You got the FBI being like, oh, this is definitely organized crime. I'm like, you're definitely right. It's common sense, man. This is so obvious. I hope the security place either A, is shut down, or B, gets better security because there's so many violations. This movie, I would recommend to like a person, if they like really dumb people do stupid things, and as a result, they get the reward. Play stupid games, you get rewarded with stupid prizes. Jail, bam, and shot, bam, bam, bam. I would honestly give this movie a solid, I don't know, like a 6.8 out of 10. If you like this review, watch another one. YouTube really likes that. You can also like, comment, subscribe, share this video with everyone you know. The ultimate goal of this channel is for me to become an expert movie reviewer, so if I haven't reviewed it on the channel, there's a chance I haven't even said it at all. If you'd like to request a movie in the comments below, you can do that, or you can fast track a movie review request at patreon.com/ASCpresents. $20 a month for one movie review per 1 month. $3 a month for how to draw Pokemon tutorials, plus 250 vlogs that are up there right now, only on patreon.com/ASCpresents. And if you'd like to help support the daily grindiness for these daily movie reviews, you can go to this link tree. It really helps with the daily grindiness. My fans leave free to follow. So you can go here. And until next time, I'm Mint Salad Saw. I'll see you later, my sour croutons, bacon bits.